Ooh, wait a second. What are they cooking? Yo, there's no way. Did she make him so paranoid that he's going to distrust reality, kill his whole fucking family? Once he picked up a blade, it was kill everyone in that kingdom. I want a fucking apology from anyone who fucking told me that she wasn't evil. I generally would like an apology from the dozens of people who argued with me, especially after last week's episode, that she wasn't evil. From the great comments like, she can't be evil because some of her personality isn't cruel, to, oh, but he was a part of an army that did vile things, even though he himself wasn't pillaging and raping people. That he was a soldier following orders, and when he realized the orders were too far gone, he was one of the rare soldiers who backed away. And hell, even if people were like, you know what, it doesn't matter, he was a bad person, okay. There's a reason why places with the death penalty don't just flay people's skin. You know, it's pretty instantaneous. The same reason why Buddy, who had to massacre his own family, children included who are innocent, and innocent people because she brainwashed him, he had his head cut off. He wasn't stabbed to death like an animal because that is the humane way to do so. If you still firmly believe she is innocent, you are a fucking idiot. Like, I'm not even gonna be nice about it. I can argue and I can understand, even though I disagree and think it's stupid, prior to this episode, whatever. But if you look at a man who she forced, quite literally forced, to be aware of what he was doing but couldn't stop himself, and was forced to kill children, you want to say, well, he's a part of an army that did bad things. I think that's an insane logic to have, even when the person isn't doing anything themselves wrong. But if you think, okay, imagine, like, and there are people in this world, we see it time and time again, oh, this country got bombed, and, oh, children got massacred and they had their skin. Yeah, but, you know, the people around them did bad things. That doesn't justify it. There's a reason why war crimes exist. As an MC, she is fucking exhilarating. Unlike any, I would argue, might be the most evil MC, the most vile scumbag MC we have ever had in anime. I can't think of a character. Oh, you want to say Ainz? But Ainz isn't someone who willingly does things because it makes him happy. He understands the role he has to play because of the environment. There are side characters and antagonists that are more evil than her, 100%. But as a main character, I don't think so. The fact that his first kill was his little sister, a child. Oh, but Brandon, she wasn't that, you know, I guarantee you, if this was the only youngish character, people would try to argue, oh, she was probably like a teenager, still bad, but it's not. Like, no, he went into Market Square after slaughtering his entire home and killed children playing on the street. Do I blame him? No. Unfortunately, he was mind controlled. And I actually thought what was happening was he was envisioning his family life as he was doing bad things, and he was going to come to and realize what he did. Nope. She quite literally made him normal. He went home. And as soon as he picked up that sword, it was like a sleeper cell activating, right? And I'm so used to characters doing shit like this, where they massacre innocents, and like they're not aware until after it's happened. She's such a cruel character that she said, hey, because you arrested me, I'm going to make you watch as you kill your family. And it's not until he's about to be executed that he remembers exactly what she did. The whole time he has no idea why it's happening. Do you know how fucking terrifying that'd be? To be someone unaware of why your body's doing that? Am I actually a monster? Like, what is this? Can't be real. And the arguments about why he deserved his fate last week were baffling, or his men. No men deserve to be fucking boiled alive in acid, which is basically what happened. The army made bad mistakes, and there were people in the army who raided villages and raped children and women. That, yeah, they deserve death. And guess what? They did that in the 6th episode, I think it was, 6th or 5th. The people that she killed in front of him last week, she literally looked at the camera, it was like a Deadpool moment, and said, yeah, I don't even have issues with these people. Like, these ones, it's really just because they're near you. And the justification of why that wasn't evil, it might have been mean, but it wasn't evil, is because they are a part of an army. You don't understand how medieval armies like these operate. Why do you think in Game of Thrones, when Joffrey Baratheon gave orders that were diabolical, his soldiers obeyed? Out of fear. Now, in this case, he was obeying an order because it wasn't out of fear, it's because the prince made arguments that sounded normal. And you have to imagine, we weren't following someone. We have all these opinions of the prince. That's his heir to be. That's the king to be. Well, yes, the king has more power than the prince. You obey your prince. That's how it is. The fact that he was willing to, once he saw how crazy the prince was, to back away, that took more balls than most would have. You can make an argument, should he still be punished? Sure. And I think most royalties would, punish him, like maybe say, okay, you're stripped of your knighthood for a year, but, with enough honor, you can get it back. People treated him the same way that they were treating the people in episode 6 that we killed, that we allowed the women to stab to death because of what they did to him. He did not do that. I don't know. It's a mixture of like media literacy dying, but also like people not having nuance and having like reading between the lines. Elizabeth in the second episode walked through Market Square and said, yeah, I'm gonna nuke this whole place. I forget her exact words, but that was her vibe. And I'll be honest, I did think help. It took even this episode for me to fully understand. I was like, she's gonna economically ruin them. But from the beginning, I was like, oh, she would be okay starving children. Like, she would be okay with that. Every time really evil things happen, or cruel things, she's way too okay with it. And Elizabeth, to me, is the type of character that she was always evil. She just didn't have to show her fangs. So, like, this isn't something that just happens. You don't just wake up one day and do the most heinous shit. And when that happens, and there's, like, psychotic breaks, it's because, like, she's mentally unstable. No. She enjoys this. She is an evil character. I mean, I would have to imagine after seeing innocents die, like truly innocents, like unless there are people who say, well, the kids were born into the family, like children on the street. Are you really the type of person? And unfortunately, there are these types of people. Well, they're born in the wrong country. It's unfortunate, but how it has to be. No, that's why war crimes exist. And the same people who are okay with innocents dying in the crossfire are the same people who would feel violated if it happened to them in the middle of a war. The thing is, we can have two truths that feel counteractive, right? Is she an amazing MC that I want to see how far bad she will go? 100%. But is she an evil, manipulative bitch? 100%. And this is probably why the only pushback I've had in recent weeks are for anime onlys, who are trying to convince themselves, because I think it is that, like, so many people will watch shows where you're supposed to be like, oh man, the MC's bad. Walter White was bad for a long time, but it took people, unfortunately, a long time to realize that, because people think that the only shows we can watch are shows that we can relate to or root for because we are them, right? No, I watch shows that want to push my morals, that want to show me disgusting things. I want shows to entertain me, but I can root against. And oh boy, am I rooting against her. But I'm very excited to see how far down she'll go. Am I feeling a little egotistical this week? Oh, 100%, because I'm fucking justified. I had some brain dead comments last week, and I'm so fucking happy to be vindicated. But even I wasn't ready for beheading of children right from the get-go. This bitch is cruel. And that's why I'm entertained, but her downfall is something I'm absolutely going to root for. Your thoughts? Like, comment, subscribe. Full-length reactions over on Patreon. Holy fucking shit. And hey, if you're already over on my Patreon, I'll also give you that video show because my patrons are what fund my YouTube channel. All right, so today we got Devin Diego, Ashley Hawkham, Corbo, Casper Joel Jensen, George Parra, Car Goofy, Kevin Wallace, Antonio, Ivan Bondare, and Anime Life Seb. So I appreciate your support. Please take care. You know, have a good one.